Portfolio Builder members, we had another winning trade alert. Let's just take a look at the results and I'll come back up to the top. We're up to 50,000 profits since launching this in December. But here's the summary. Our SPY shares gained 70 cents going from $299.93 up to $363. And again, that's when I enter the trade alert and then close the trade alert. Our call option went from a 23-cent credit to a 15-cent debit for an 8-cent gain, and our put option lost all its value. That's the protection. That's kind of like we're bowling with bumpers. So maybe we're not going to get a strike every time, but we're sure not going to get a gutter. So we lost 21 cents. The net profit is 57 cents a share, which adds up. So let's just look. If we can make 57 cents a share, that's a 0.19 or a 19 basis point return. Doesn't look huge, but if we can do that 3 times a week, times 52 weeks, that's 156 money-making opportunities. That would compound from 30,000 into 40,000. That's a 34% annualized return. So unless you think the SPY is going to go from 300 up to something like 420, in the next 12 months, you're going to have a lot of trouble beating this type of return with a buy and hold strategy. Now, things get even more hairy if we get another pullback, which is what I do expect in the upcoming months, and I think it might be a very sharp pullback. Now, this is all based on earnings coming out. So if earnings are strong, we might head higher, and that's how we're positioned to profit in this current trade alert. Here's a look at your SPY. Problem with the SPY is that the volume is extremely low compared to most of the previous rallies we've had. It's all fueled by Fed and stock buybacks, which is going into a blackout period as we go into earnings. And the price discovery has been very weak. There's so much of this profit generated from the price gapping higher. So typically the market will come back and fill in those blank spots so that we can get full price discovery. So I do expect that we're going to have a hard time going much higher than this on the SPY. But until we start to get the pullback, we cannot change our strategy. So we remain in a position where we certainly want it to go up or flat. And if it goes down, that's okay. We're not going to lose much. Now, once it does start to go down, we'll react and start changing the way these trades are set up slightly. So let's just review the trade. Step 1 is to close our previous covered call and let your put option expire worthless. So a lot of people were having a hard time filling it for a penny. It's okay, just let it expire. So step 1, buy to close your July 15, 2019 301 call option. Step 2, this is called a caller trade. You have to have 100 shares of the SPY. We're selling a call option, which we think is a foolish bet in the long run. Most of the time the market just goes flat. So we're happy to sell that to stock speculators who are bullish. And on the other side of the coin, we're buying a put option, which I also would argue is a bad bet. So when we sell the call option, we're agreeing to sell our shares for $301 per share. Currently, the SPY is trading at 363. So we're going to pick up 37 cents on that sale, plus we'll get to keep the 66 cents we're collecting from selling the call option. So that's our total profit we could potentially make if the market shot higher. Great earnings are coming out. China news is flowing. Whatever it is, that's going to tap out our maximum profit. But on the other side, let's say something bad happens, like say bad earnings. Someone wants to take some profits. Market's very illiquid right now. Let's say China starts to get grumpy, or they don't buy the agricultural products they promised. The sanctions against Huawei don't get loosened. There's a million reasons the market could quickly pull back. And if anything bad happens, we have a contract that says this guy has to buy our shares for $299 a share. So this could gap down $10 tomorrow from 300 down to 290. And normally you'd be losing a ton of money, $10 a share. But with our setup, we're going to get $299 a share. So that's why I call this bowling with the bumpers. So that's our trade alert for today. Again, this is an atomic bomb-proof trade alert, so there will be no more emergency alerts when we have this set up. So you're good to go until next Wednesday. And that's all there is for this trade. It's very simple. It has a great potential profit. And I do have a few extra reminders for you. We do have a live Q&A webinar this Wednesday at 1 p.m. for our paid members and Thursday for our free members. So look in your email for those notifications on the day of. Our trade schedule again is the SPY trade Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. There will be no emergency alerts or surprise alerts, so you can just rest assured that's when we'll trade. And because we have the put options, we have the bumpers, there's no need to freak out and do any kind of sudden actions. And if you're on a free trial and you'd like to extend it by an extra week, call Victor at 505-203-0396. It'll be a short 2 to 3 minute conversation. He's going to take down your info and extend your trial for another week. We just want to make sure you have all your questions answered and are getting the most out of any kind of free trial you're currently on. Now, if you're a paid member, remember Tuesday we have our diamond level membership Trade Alert, which is trading Apple. And then Thursday we have our TLT play, which is part of our whale club. So we have slightly changed our offer so that new clients coming in will get those Tuesday and Thursday trade alerts as part of the package when they upgrade. So our pricing has gone up substantially, but if you call Victor, we can also try to get you a payment plan or get you in at a discounted rate. So thanks again for your time. Look for a new update this evening where I'm just going to review what's going on. We're going to look at the news. We're going to look at our 3 model portfolios. And then we're going to also take a look at what I think is going to happen in the future. So thanks for your time. And again, look for another update right after the market closes, probably about an hour or two after.